evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. We're just cruising along here in Guild of Engineering. We lost twice last time to a bandito each time. That taught me an important strategic lesson, which is that if you are a physical-oriented fighter, the bandito's physically blocking cards do a number on you. Right, now this mission is a very difficult one. I died on this fucking thing like a gajillion times. Let's take a look at what's happening. You've got to reach the objective. To reach it, you have to go through this square. And to get to this square, you have to go through one of these 3 squares. Now, each of these is a negative fountain. This one gives you stupidity, so you have 2 stupidity cards in your deck. This one gives you decay, which means every time you take 2 damage, you lose an extra health. And this one gives the monster concealed, meaning you can't see the monster's next card. Of these, the least bad is the stupidity. Because conceal, you're going to end up like you can play with conceal early in the game, and it doesn't really matter. But we're going to be fighting a level 3 monster here, a Minotaur. If you don't know what card the monster is about to play, you can just run into all kinds of crap. Like it blocks your attack, or you play a block and it has unblockable stuff, or you could have played a block and didn't, so it gets health. You do not want that. As the Barbarian with self-damage, you don't want decay either. So stupidity is the one, and we're going to try to plan around this by accumulating card draw. Because if we can get enough card draw effects, we can mitigate the stupidity effects, and then we can just kill the Minotaur, which is only a level 3 monster. Hopefully I'll be at least level 4, well not at least, 4 is the most. Hopefully I'll be level 4 by then. So versus this ghost, we have 3 extra health, the Death Wish plus the Talisman. Tragically, this thing's swooping, which is going to block most of my howl. However, I'm okay with that, and I saved the assault. This could have blocked the damage last time, but I saved it for these drains, because I don't want the ghost to gain health. There's another drain, but, well, it's going to go down to 1 health now. It's going to heal 1 and go up 1. It wouldn't have died anyway, because it's tenacious. Tenacious means it doesn't die unless it's in 1 health. So I slam here, and I take a total of 3 damage. So if I didn't have Death Wish, I would have lost that ghost. So we want magic stuff. Luckily, all these are magical choices. Shimmering is Fire 1, Arcane 1. This is Fire 1, Arcane 1, Holy 1. I'll take the robes, even though I don't care about that 3rd card that much, because I'm okay with building up my holiness, too. Okay, so we're going to have to fight this ooze. I'm not going to put a monster down here, because I'd rather fight something higher than level 1, level 2 at least. Ideally level 3, but I'll settle for level 2 to at least level up. This room doesn't go here. And it would be a huge mistake to put this there, because that would put me on track to the Fountain of Decay, which would mean I pretty much wouldn't be able to win this. So this is a very tough mission. You do have to have some strategy going into it. You can't just lay cards down randomly, because then you're going to get screwed. Now, the Mundane means it gets extra damage taken for magic attacks. Since I'm primarily a physical-based fighter, it's a good thing that I got some magic ones for my last level up. I don't see the need to block this. Let's just leave it alone. I've got enough health advantage that this is fine. In case he plays something significant, and then I'll block it. Spook? I thought that said spork for a second. Okay, so if I Flame Blast, it'll heal 1, and then it'll die. So I'll just kill it, as opposed to blocking it. Unfortunately, that was just a level 1, so I'm not going to get anything good. That's actually solid, so Holy 2. And I could lose all my stuff and get a health. I think that's a mistake this time. So notice, this is only Holy 1. It's not a good item. But because I got a Holy from my robes, I end up getting a decent card. Block 1 magic, deal 2 magic damage. What I'm missing right now is I really could use some arcane damage. Let's fight a snake, just for variety. Oh, actually, I couldn't have put a thing here. I didn't realize there was a wall at the bottom. Anyway, I don't have the ability to connect that. Luckily, this mission doesn't have a time limit, so I will just dither around going back and forth until I get the connection into this stupidity fountain. The problem is that once you get to one of these fountains, there's like a coin 5 lying in that square, and there's no way to get your hero to like move away from it. So once you go, you have to fight that Minotaur with one of the negative fountains. Alright, so here's what I'm going to block, because I don't want it to heal 2 health. And I go up a health against it, so it gives me advantage. Unfortunately, I'm going to discard a card here, so I got to play my Howl while I have it. Hopefully I don't lose my Withstand. Good. This will not kill it, but it's going to stop me from taking damage, so I'm in pretty safe shape here. Yes, I can take 2 damage and be fine. Okay, we're level 3, so things are going pretty well. I lose the smite, or I could do this. Now this gives me a card draw. I wouldn't normally take the crossbow, but I'm gonna take it here because I want to start the arcane stuff and get a card draw. All right, didn't get a connection. That's fine. Let's fight a shade and level up. No need to place the others because I don't want to fight level 2s anymore. There's no time limit, so I'm just going to go around and around and around until I can make the connection. So the shades are tough. I don't have this disadvantage activated. I need to make sure I put it on 1 hit point before I try to kill it. So let's block this drain to stop it from gaining any health. Let's overpower it. I don't think ghosts have any physical blocks. If I was fighting an enemy that I thought had physical blocks, I would have saved that. This isn't blockable, so there's no point doing my assault. Let's fire a blast. Again, I don't think ghosts have physical blocking or shades, so I don't need to play my slam unless I have to. Now, a very important moment here. This is tenacious, so these cards are not going to kill it. I'll just play the assault to get it down to 1 health, and hopefully now we can kill it and not die. I should have actually looked, because I got down to 1 health. That was a little close. I should have really looked to see what was going on. Had I been on the brink of death, I would have played Withstand, and then I would have won the following turn. So this, I think, is not a good trade. Even though it's damage, damage isn't my issue. I want card draw and blocking. This just gives me some extra cards that are pretty good. Extra card draw might be what I need. Okay, so Arcane Barrage. Now that... is that worth losing? So it's basically I trade a magic block for magic damage, and I get a focus with just card draw. Or I get a focus and I just get the blocks. Let's just go for this. This is safer. There's a lot of nasty attacks that you want to block. Things that, like, you know, drain or block or take off your health. Okay, finally, we got the piece that we needed. So I'm going to go to the Fountain of Stupidity and fight the Minotaur with 2 stupidity cards in my deck. Luckily, I have lots of cards in my deck, so I might not even see the stupidity cards. If I do, hopefully my card draw will compensate for the problem. Okay, let's not let it heal up. Okay, so physical resist. Let's do a Mind Strike here. Just get another card up. Okay, we got our focus here. So I'm actually going to Howl. I've got Withstand, so I'm safe. Let's get it down to 1, then I can kill it next turn, or Withstand if I have to. Okay, so it's going to take me down to 2. That's alright. So we fire a blast, and we kill it. You might notice I'm not actually getting to use Withstand very much, but trust me, it will definitely come up. I don't want to lose all this stuff just to get a health. This, however, is totally fine. We get that nice magic block, big magic attacks. I don't think I want the spear. Spear doesn't actually do anything. It's Swift 2. That's also Swift 2. Okay, well, Warhorn it is. Okay, do I need to fight a monster? I am going to fight one of these bear owls, which I know I can kill. Because, let's put it here just to entice him in there. Because I know that I can kill it, and I am going to be fighting with a disadvantage against that Minotaur, so I might as well try to have as much extra chances for success that I can. Let's see. I can save the Howl for later. Actually, no. Howl would put it down to 4. That's where I want him. Okay, we'll just do this now. I was thinking of shifting to go up a card, but I've got a health advantage. I feel like this is worth doing. Alright, so we need to get it down below this. Let's actually think. If I focus, I lose a card. If I Flame Lash, I might not have enough to kill him off. So I'm going to actually focus. Hope I don't lose Flame Lash. If I do... Okay, I didn't lose Flame Lash. That's good. So I'm going to lose a card again. But I think actually this kills it. Because I have focus, so it's actually 4 damage. So it just dies. Okay, that's good. Okay, what do we get here? Arcane Barrage, definitely not. Winged Staff might be good. I get an Arcane Barrage and I lose that stuff. You know what? That's fine. I want to be able to deal some serious damage to this guy. So you might seem a little bit weird that I'm outfitting my Barbarian with all kinds of magic gear. I guess you could say that's a little bit anti-thematic. That, you know, Barbarians can just use all sorts of magic cards. But I kind of like that about this game. I think it adds an element of strategy. I'm willing to overlook the theming. So I am a level above the Minotaur. But Minotaurs have a ton of health because they got this Fury Decay thing going on. And I am stupid. So I got, unfortunately, one of my stupidity cards right off the bat. That's a little bit scary. Let's save I don't know if Minotaurs have any magic attacks, but we'll save them. Actually, hold on. Shoot. Oh, no, this is good. I was going to say I don't want to put him on 5 health because then it starts to do a Fury, but it's actually going to be put on... it's going to take 3 damage from the Anger plus 4 from Decay. So we're going to Flame Lash, and it's mostly dead. Okay, that's scary. However, it's going to deal 4 damage to me. I survive with 2 health, and then the Assault finishes it off. That was a little close, but we got it. We got her done. Now, can any of these be instantly sold for gold? Yes, if I take 3 gold. Okay, so that was a bit of an involved mission. You can imagine trying to do this with one of the tier 1 classes. Would have been tough. I mean, it would have been doable. I did get a tier 2 class pretty quickly, but that would have been very tough. So it's good to try to get your tier 2 classes as soon as you can. Ah, that bard. Alright, so we got to do another mission here that's got a timer. This, however, is different. You'd lose in 8 turns. What we need is this orb, which is currently just sitting there for the grabbing, but of course we got to fight the beholder for it. So it's the Eye Beast. It's frail, meaning it takes an extra damage from every physical attack, so it's good that I'm a barbarian. We're going to try to get up there. Now, you got to count, you know, can you get both of these chests and the eye? Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you die. So you can only get one of them. Now, this is a 2 chest. This is a 3 chest. So you obviously want this one. So I'm going to try to get over there. Tragically, I didn't get a thing. However, I have some leeway. This is only 4 steps away. So let's go ahead and fight a ghost. And hope that I do get... Oh, actually, could I have... Oh my god, I could have connected this, couldn't I? There was like a thing... No, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. I'm fine. So let's fight a ghost. I got 3 extra health, 2 from Death Wish, 1 from my Talisman. I'm not going to use Assault here because I have enough health that I don't mind losing the health from Howling. And I want to save for the Drain. So we stop that. It doesn't die because it's tenacious. But I use Overpower to withstand or to go past this physical block, and then we win. That's one of the things I like about the Barbarian. Not just that it's a good class, but you can like fight things above your pay grade, and it's really cool. Okay, so Skullcap, not that exciting. I already got, you know, damage going. Let's go for the arcane strategy. That seems to be working well. Growth is not necessarily something I want to follow. Holy, Arcane, and Fire are good, but I do like the extra health. This gives more things overall, so let's just get started with all those different chains. I don't get a way to get across, so we're gonna have to spend a turn fighting a level 1 enemy. Anecdotally, it does seem that you get better items for killing level 2 monsters. That's the other thing about being the Barbarian. If you can actually kill level 2 early on, you might get better stuff for killing future things. I don't get my block, my Assault card, unfortunately. But I found it there, so that's, again, a 4 damage difference. 5 because the spider's frail. I don't kill it with Howl because of the block, except I do because it's frail, so let's just kill it. Okay, so I'm hoping for a way to connect across here. See, these are all kind of janky-ass items. Yeah, let's just take the fork, but that's probably not gonna last. Can I get a level 2 at least? Level 3, Minotaur. Alright. These aren't the best items, but what's life if you don't live, right? I am, unfortunately, not gonna get the benefit of my Talisman, but I do have 2 extra health from Death Wish. Minotaur is decaying, so while he has the health advantage and the Fury, there's a decent chance that I can actually punch him out. So let's go ahead and do the Fire Blast. So I go ahead because of the decay. I can't stop the head blow, so let's just howl and do as much damage as possible. So if I can deal 2 damage to it, he'll die. He's going to deal 1, 2, 3 damage to me. I take 4 damage. I survive with 1 health. Whew, that was good. So we got the kill there. And we got some good stuff. So Bone Armor, I don't want to do that, even though it's health. Bone Helmet, though, with the Arcane is fine. So let's crack that bag open. Still no way to get in here. I guess I'll just fight a Mimic. At some point, I guess I could give up and just get the smaller chest. So let's actually just put this up here, just in case I need to go up to kill that beholder, because if I don't go up here in 5 turns, I will lose. I will have to just give up on this chest if I don't get the card for it. Okay, headbutt. I think we'll just pound it. It's gonna take 4 damage right here, and then it's gonna take another 3, so it just dies in 2 turns. I like that. I like that a lot. I am over leveled, so that wasn't super impressive. Shimmering Cloak gives me 1 extra card. Club. Mage Robes is money. Alright, we'll just take... Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! That wasn't gaining, that was losing! I just downgraded my item. Oh god. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, do I have time to actually get this chest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have time. Okay. Let's fight a shade. I just lost an item. Oh my goodness. I was looking at that as something I gained. This is just a little worse than what I had. Yeah, I lost the Holy One. Whoops. Whew, okay. Well, hopefully I'll win against this battle. I don't have a way to block that, so I'm actually going to go down a health here to counteract the card loss. I think that's worth it. Yeah, it seems worth it. So let's pound that thing with my Arcane Barrage. I don't have my blocking card. Okay, I want to not slam because that could actually matter. I need to overpower here, or withstand. Yep, because slam will actually kill me from its self-damage. So it's a good thing I top-decked withstand, so I can actually survive next turn when I hopefully kill this. I don't think they have any physical blocks. They have physical blocks. Oh my god, they have physical blocks. And I can't get past this 2 damage. Wow, I'm gonna lose this. Unless something miraculous happens. Assault is a miracle! Oh my god! Ah, jeez. Well, that was very lucky that I got the withstand and the assault. Could have been a lot worse. Huh, do I give up on the arcane? Oh man, I think I want to take the staff. Yeah, that seems good. So let's keep the arcane strategy going. Okay. It's a good thing I got a way to connect into this freaking beholder. Because I could, if I had gone backwards, I might have not been able to finish on time. Well, I would have been 1, 2, 3, but I would have had to get a card. And my success or failure in this mission would have hinged on my ability to get a connecting card next turn. So I made a good strategic play of giving up on this chest when the time came and making access upward when I needed to. So now I'm level 4, so I'm over leveling this bear owl. I have up to arcane ridiculous levels. So I feel like my odds are pretty good. I should have an extra holy card. The fact that I don't is just a testament to the fact that we all make mistakes sometimes. Okay, smite, extremely good. This is amazing. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 health advantage, basically. He's gonna deal extra damage to me because of fury, but I have enough health that I'm okay. The health is mostly just from being level 4. I don't think any of my stuff actually gives me health. Okay, these are weapons I definitely don't want, so we'll just take this for 3 gold. And fight this thing. Note that I can't put gems there. There's already a gem there. So we fight the beholder. I'm pretty confident. I could have an offhand, of course. I don't have any extra bonus health, but I feel pretty decent against my chances, about my chances to beat this thing, because it's frail and I'm physical. I'm gonna focus here to stay equal and go up a card. I feel like that's worth doing. That's tempting, just to go up a bunch of health and a bunch of cards. I feel like that's the right way. I could, of course, take the immediate benefit with the block and the damage, but why don't we just load up on cards and make some magic happen? So I've got an extra blocking card here. I might as well use Assault, because that deals extra damage, because this thing's frail. And now let's go ahead and do an Arcane Barrage, which should be 4 because of focus, right? Yeah. Okay, Howl is actually the kill. So my Barbarian Wizard does a pretty good job for someone who doesn't know how to read at learning arcane secrets. Alright, so this is a ton of gold. The reason is that we just finished off a whole wing of the map. And I'm not going to read the story. Every Let's Play that I show, like, they show the story and they, you know, pause and listen while the Barbarian, or the Bard guy sings songs. But it's like, whatever. It's kind of boring, I think, if you're not actually the one playing the game. Okay, so now we have the opportunity to upgrade some stuff. what I'm going to do here is just talk a little bit about strategy. So, if you were going to play with the Most Holy Grail Knight or the Troubadour, both of which are very solid classes, then you'd probably at this point switch over to the Warrior's Might to also unlock these guys. If you commit to getting the tier 2 of the Heal Aid, then you're going to need to fork over another 550 or 500 if you've already forked over 50 just to unlock this to get one of these classes. However, for this video, I'm going to be playing with the Cartomancer just because that's the most fun. Maybe not the strongest, but it's the one I enjoy the most. The Most Holy Grail Knight, that guy is really strong, has a lot of healing and blocking and good damage, but it's just boring. And the Artificer has a cool ability. It never finds basic loot, so all of its loot is kind of special. So that's cool, but the cards are not that great. So I'm gonna just commit to playing with a class that I enjoy. Math Magician is kind of weird. I'm not a big fan. So I will have to get something at tier 2 eventually anyway. So let's go ahead and get the Phlogiston. And I could get the Alchemist or the Shapeshifter just to show what they're like. But that would delay me by $500 from unlocking the Cartomancer. Do I wish to do that? Oh, man. Alright, let's do it. So we'll do the next mission with the Shapeshifter. And that will be it for this video, I think. Yeah, probably. Actually, hold on. I have another 500 gold. Let's expand. So we're going to unlock, I think, another one of these loots. So this gives you the opportunity to find some better things. Let's go for the magic stuff, since I seem to be enjoying the magic mode of play. The Cultist Hood is good. The Alfamiliar is really good. The Eyeball Charms, actually, I like these. Okay, we'll get those, and then we'll get the Chisel next. Okay, so let's go exploring now. We'll play with the Shapeshifter. And one of these new missions, Marry the Shapeshifter. So now we have a permanent +1 hit point for all the missions, not just the first 2. Here we have an easy mission, just defeat 3 monsters. Nothing fancy here. You can just dick around. You don't need to go up here to fight those guys, just whatever you want to do. So we're in a new zone. That means the cards have changed. We're seeing some new stuff here, and these are harder than the monsters that we were seeing before. When you get into a new wing, the monsters get harder. So by this point, you really should have a tier 2 character, and you ought to because you got 1,000 gold for closing off the last wing. But you really want to get the tier 2 characters by this stage for sure. So the Druid has the Wild ability, so it starts with Growth 1. Now this means that you have the card associated with Growth 1, and it also means that any growth cards that you pick up give you progressively better cards. It's kind of a subtle thing. I'll show you what I mean later on in this fight if I actually draw the Growth 1 card. And if we find the appropriate loot. Okay, so there's some really good cards in this class for sure. I don't want to say it like it's like a junk class. Like, this is very good. Being able to block 2 is significant sometimes. Here, just blocking 1 was fine. I can't block this bite, so let's rekindle. And let's talk here. So rekindle is growth 1. So if you end up finding loot that is growth 1, normally you'd get rekindle. But because you're the Shapeshifter and you have growth 1, you'd actually get the growth 2 card. So it makes all the growth series of cards better. Like when you have a growth 1 loot item already, and you find another growth 1 loot item, you'd get the growth 3 card as opposed to the growth 2. Like, it just keeps escalating. That's probably a mistake here. I probably should have used the bark to block this. Let's see. I would go down to 2. He's frail, so this actually kills him, so I'll just kill him. Shapeshifter's fine. I think the Ranger's probably the strongest of the tier 2 classes. I think the Barbarian's next, and the Druid, and then the Alchemist, who just seems like total junk. But my favorite is the Barbarian. Okay, so I don't want this. I already have enough blocking. I don't want that. I already have enough blocking, so we'll take some more damage. That's actually pretty good for the Shapeshifter. So yeah, the Shapeshifter is totally fine. Absolutely a completely fine class. Just nothing really exciting. You start with growth 1, so your growth series is better, and you got some good cards. And that's it. With the Barbarian, with the Death Wish and the self-inflicting damage cards, great. And the withstanding shenanigans, I just think there's a lot of cool stuff you get to do. Alright, let's deal some and take some here. I tragically did not get a block for the drain, so we'll just hang steady here, and one turn too late. And now we'll finish it off with 2 health. I've been getting nothing but level 1 enemies. I guess I'll just take the one thing that's new. I didn't want to throw away my damage cards. Alright, well, here we'll fight a man-eating plant, although obviously if you're playing optimally and your life depends on it, you should really have put the level 1 enemy down, because you just have to defeat 3 monsters. So level 1 would have been just fine. Okay, this thing's got a lot of health. It's a little tougher than your usual, you know, tier 2 enemies. Here, I think I'll just deal damage to it. We'll save the block for something more significant. Okay, we're going toe-to-toe here, which is a little bit unnerving. I could take 2 and deal 1, which is not good. I could take 1 and deal none, which is not good, and I can just take 1, which is not good. It's not good. So I go down a health here. Alright, luckily this thing is stupidity. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything good. Just 1 damage, so I kind of missed my chance to get ahead. This is a scary moment. If he had actually gotten that 3 damage card again, I would have lost. Let's actually hang even here. Hope he doesn't get Acid Spit. That would be the enemy. He got which is good. So let's dice. And now even if he gets Acid Spit, I will win. Yep, because I block the magic damage, I take 2, so I don't die, and I deal 1. Had we killed each other, I would have lost. Had he gotten Acid Spit earlier, I would have lost as well. Okay, so that's the druid. Alright, sorry for the jump cut there. That'll do it for this video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Take care.